DJ Don Mega XL.
Real Estate Jeff.
Yup.
SPD Bud Talk, Unique Conversations. But
I got something for you.
You do.
All right. Being that you're in the real estate.
I'm listening.
What's up with your boy Money Mayweather sneaking in New York buying that building?
Truthfully, he wasn't never sneaking in.
I know, I'm just fucking with you. That motherfucker the man.
Word.
I love that guy, man. Good.
I like that shit. So he's a smart guy. You understand? I felt like he threw it in people's face because everybody be, they be talking shit about him, but comments, whatever. Yo, comment on us too, actually. But I like that move.
Yeah, I love it.
62 buildings in Manhattan.
Bro. And he had on the Ralph Lauren Yankee jacket. The fitted to let people know, like low life joint. The
the Yankee Ralph. Yo, that shit was official. I want to fucking. I'm gonna go look at. I'm gonna look that shit up, bro.
Bro, I was gonna get a green one.
Yo, Meg, send that shit over, bro.
Yo, we excited for us, man.
I'm into that RL, bro, all day. I'm an RL.
Polo
guy.
You
know what I'm saying?
Real estate. Polo. Yeah. Back in the days, he had
and I manage properties too. Like I wanna manage one of those 62 properties. I know you got more than 62, but that's all you showed on for the world, to see. But
the best.
I looked at that, and me as a property manager, I wanted to know what kind of buildings he purchased, because they got all sorts of buildings
got the right
out there.
engineers to make sure it's structurally.
Not even, because those buildings was already just looking at it. They already got some sort of rent roll going on. You might have to kick a few people out. Everybody's never on time with their rent. But the way the buildings look, it looks well kept from the outside. But again, with property management, there's shit that call curbside, where you make the outside look good, but the inside is dirty.
Well, you're going to make inside outside because you got to represent for the money team.
But the money team, they said, because they said, yo, if y'all backed up on that rent, mate, Floyd is coming back with that. You know what I'm saying? He coming back with that. But at the end of the day, that was a good purchase, I guess. I'm not in real estate in Manhattan, but just the photos, he looked like he got some good standing buildings from the Curtis Pill. I don't know who managed your properties. I do want to go look that up. You know what I'm saying? Or if y'all know, let me know. Comment below. But
he did his thing. 62
buildings in Manhattan. That's a big move because the prices to get units out there to rent an apartment is pricey. Unless it's like a rent stabilized type building or affordable housing, which is income based. You feel me? But and it's research, but just the post, he did a good move. And they said a few buildings in Harlem.
Yeah.
And I think he did a building in Times Square. Some high purchase buildings.
That's what you're supposed to do. He making generational wealth.
And not even that, that's a portfolio. So he basically took that off of somebody's hand. So
he could afford to do it.
Who owned it prior to him? I didn't even do the research. But
he got it now.
He took the portfolio, and I'm pretty sure he made a good move where that money is making money for Money Mayweather, right?
Yeah, Money Mayweather.
That's because that's what I know him for. He's always
TBE, the best ever. I give him his kudos.
He boxed a nigga out, boom. He's back up again. He's always outside. Pricey and classy. You feel me?
Yeah, he's a champion and he doing champion moves.
But I like that. Congrats to Floyd and his purchase in New York. I'm a property manager, and those purchases, from what I've seen, it looks very, very good out there. And you in Manhattan, I don't even know where Floyd is. Where he stay in LA?
He rich. He can stay all over. He can live on a plane.
I'm bugging.
He can change the weather.
Because he did buy his son. For Christmas, he actually bought his grandson a property. That's probably part of the 62. Because he been working on that. That wasn't something that just happened overnight and they posted it. He posted it after the the paperwork was done.
Yeah,
It gotta be in
time.
black and white. If it's not in black and white, it doesn't make sense. We're late, but that was already done. But there's a lot of shit talk out there.
It went public.
So, yeah. There's a lot of shit talk out there.
Well, that might make him a billionaire if he's not a billionaire already.
You would never know what he is. I mean,
I'm just saying.
We can't go by the media because the media gonna give you everything. The media gives you everything, right? But we can't take everything 100% from them. I take the bits and pieces. Cool, because we don't know where he's in Dubai. We don't know what money he got in Dubai. And you think what? We got records of that? No, we only got records of what's in the U.S.
We don't even got records because it ain't none of our business really to know what he got.
I mean, it's like HIPAA.
You know what I mean?
You know, the HIPAA law is not about business. You know, they should treat that situation just like medical HIPAA.
Yeah,
you know, privacy.
Yeah, privacy.
Like, you know, healthcare privacy.
Yeah.
But
what deal I make and all of that. I'm poor.
Yeah, but
I'm rich. I'm rich.
Look at 50 Cent. He was poor and rich at the same time because it was the black and white showed something different. I'm gonna always visit that point.
But with
you
me,
understand? Because this world is about that.
We all rich. Health is wealth. So health is wealth. I ain't gonna switch it up for nobody. Health is wealth. So we rich. God bless us to move around. We got all this thing going. We rich.
I mean, yeah, we rich in blood.
We rich
in
the
we rich from the heart, the
money.
blood.
We rich.
You know, we rich in life. You know, God bless everybody. That's how I feel. I don't care what level you are in life. You just have to, you know, every day when you wake up is a different situation. You can't, whatever happened yesterday, you can't bring it back. You just gotta make the better.
Lord.
I always call it solutions.
Yeah, you gotta be full of solutions.
There's always core solutions. That's it. You can't dwell. If you sit there and dwell, you're gonna waste a week or 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It doesn't make sense. Does it make sense?
It don't make sense to dwell. And if you give it to God, why worry? Right? Easy.
They say that too. You know, pray every day. Yeah. The Lord will handle it.
Yeah.
Not to get into the religion.
No, ain't no religion, but so you gotta have something.
Well, I always give it to the man above. There's always something that you gotta, you know, everyone has a higher up, I call it. Mm-hmm. You know, a higher up that they look into and follow their path. But
yeah, 100%, I agree with you. But I got a quick one before we go.
Okay.
I don't, you know, I'm just saying, it's just stuff I see on the internet.
Listen.
Big Meech, image is tarnished. So it's like, I'm just saying, like, they say he got accusation of him snitching. His image is tarnished as like the number one.
Well, his credibility.
Okay.
He has an image because he's Big Meech.
Okay.
But the credibility is off because everybody rolling through the street code too.
Okay.
You understand? But if you're a civilian, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it don't matter to me. I just did something
and that's where I go.
Yeah.
Do you want the fame, the money, this, that, and third? Because Big Meech could be Big Meech. He know how to flip money, right? That's what he was doing at the end of the day.
Yeah, you're right.
So now your fame is gone. But he said he's not backing down. I don't know. It's been very quiet. It's been very quiet since the party got shut down. So are they putting something together? Or, you know, he took a step back and understand what's going on? Because you can't be playing checkers without playing a chess game.
Well, anybody that's staying with him, image is tarnished if he got the accusations against him?
I don't see anybody staying with him except for Terry Floyd, his brother, right? I mean, Rick Ross. I don't see anybody from the outside but the immediate that caused the problem. Mm-hmm. Even his son is his son. I'm not gonna say I don't see his son is trying to put himself out there now, because as 50 Cent is trying to put his son down the same way, in a sense, because you even seen that, and that threw me off, because now I'm that comment that Michael Rini Jr., the dude from Power.
The actor,
the
dude.
son, yeah.
The son of
Michael Rainey.
Ghost.
Yeah. So he was like, Lil Meech wanted to be more of a big bro, because the comments said, why didn't you put Lil Meech on? And he was like, I tried to, but he wanted to be more of a big bro. So what you was coming around trying to sign him, or what you was doing,
humble.
For him to comment that you came through act like you this man, mind you, this nigga is more
built from the ground
you.
up. From the ground, he built it from the ground up. You got to realize that
he already had this. Michael had movies as a kid.
Yeah.
So you came around on your pop's ego shit. I don't know.
Well, you got to humble yourself. That's like, even if I'm working with a younger person or a lady or anybody other than me, I always humble myself to them. Even if I know it, I still want to. They might know it, but better way.
That's a fact. So. But now look where it leads him. Now I want to see what's Little Meech's next move. I want to see what Big Meech's next move. 50 Cent always has a fucking next move.
Well, they got to figure it out.
Rick Ross, you got more money. That's what the media is showing. I don't know.
Man, I'm me. Well, and you, we
SPD Bud Talk.
SPD Bud Talk, unique conversation, real estate, yeah. DJ Don Mega XL.